Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. This sucks. This is freaking ridiculous. But very fitting. Very fitting that the season ended last night for our Cowboys. And we get snow. We get cold weather. We got to start over. A friend of mine's got some plumbing issues. Got water running in the garage. They've got the kitchen and the bathroom and stuff upstairs above it. Don't know where it's leaking from, but they know when they flush the toilet or use the dishwasher, they get water that's coming on. So that's a drain line that's clogged up. And you know, with me, I live in service of others. So here we are, Sunday morning. We got the Patriots playing today. We got the Eagles playing today. And now we're not. Some days, no matter what you do, just aren't your day. You can have the best laid plans, and it seems that it's perfect, yet it just doesn't work. You have to learn to think outside of the box, and you have to be able to adapt. When I look at some of the games that the Cowboys played that they just really got beaten up on, here's the thing that you notice. The difference with a lot of teams are how they adjust. Okay? You have to look at each team in each situation differently. For example, our Dallas Cowboys pass rush is great. When you can make them one-dimensional and make them pass and make them a 7-step drop-back passers, chances are they're not going to have enough time to complete a lot of big passes downfield. So take a look at the Colts game and understand what the Colts did to us, because we didn't touch Andrew Luck. What they decided to do is, listen, forget about the deep stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to go 3-step drop-back, okay? So that means hike the ball, 1, 2, 3, fire. It didn't leave enough time for the pass rushers to get there, as opposed to 7-step drop back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I'm surveying and looking down the field at who I'm throwing to. There's a big difference in between those two things, because it's 1 second versus 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. And that's what they did with Andrew Luck. That, and they used his legs to have him run to create another weapon. I haven't looked at the film last night, and quite frankly, when I'm live streaming and doing a game with you guys, my eyes are in so many different locations because I'm carrying a conversation with E2 Blue and DMV. I'm watching the game. I'm watching the comments that are going on. I'm running the board as well and moving the camera, so I can't really focus on the game. But what I do remember in that game very vividly is how they kept our defense off balance, because you never knew where the ball was going to go. That and their offensive line opened up holes. And that lies the problem where you have that prototypical Dallas Cowboys length players where they're tall and kind of lean. Understand, I'm down to 250 now because of the keto diet. Okay, 250. Before I did the keto diet, I was 270. And I don't know if I look like a defensive end. I'm about 5'10". So when I was 272 or 271 and a half, stretched my body out about 6 or 8 inches. And that is the build of most of our defensive linemen. They're fantastic because they're fast at stunting and moving. And that's where most of our sacks come from with the Dallas Cowboys defense. It's not a man-on-man, I'm going to beat my man every time. More times it's not, it's you're playing twist stunts and, where the defensive end is coming inside and the tackle is trying to carry the other guy outside. You're creating mismatches and you're basically making the offensive lineman guess. The thing that the Rams did to negate that was, one, they manned up and they just blocked the hell out of them. They opened up holes. And C.J. Anderson was a beast. He was like beast mode and just literally pounded us into submission. But the other thing they do is that offense, and make no mistake, we lost to a team that was better than us yesterday. So don't be mad about it. They were better than us. They were playing at home. There's a reason why they won 13 games. But what they also did was, between reverses, between the quick streams, they kept the defense off balance so they didn't know what to stop. And when you can do that, when you can keep them guessing and not know where it's coming from, you've got an advantage. And that goes back to Sean McVay. Thinking outside of the box, being able to adapt, being able to look at everything that you do, every tendency, and say, okay, I know on 3rd down and 5, this is what they're going to do. So this is how we are going to adapt to it. And our Dallas Cowboys, we don't think that way. We think, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pound you into submission, and we're going to beat you. That'll work a lot of times. A lot of times, Amari Cooper could just be better than the D-backs. Zeke Elliott, he's a beast. He's better than other people. Tyron Smith, when he's healthy, he can push you the hell out of the way. Dak Prescott is big enough and strong enough that if he runs, chances are he's going to be hard to tackle. And you can win that way because you do have a lot of talent on your team. Take a look at the talent that you have. I'll take DeMarcus Lawrence against anybody. I'll take Zeke Elliott against anybody. I'll even take my quarterback against most quarterbacks in the NFL because I know he's going to stay upright all season. I'll take Amari Cooper against anybody. I'll take a Zach Martin. I'll take a Tyron Smith. I'll take these guys, and I guarantee you, if you take all of these great players that we have and put them against other teams' great players, we got just as much as everybody else. And that's the problem. You can't always win that way. You got to find some advantages. And from the going forward, our offense is going to have to evolve. You've got enough people there. If you learn that on 4th down, that every freaking time we have 4th down, we run the same goddamn play. Dak Prescott, to me, this is the definition of insanity. Look at other teams. Quarterback sneak. You know why quarterback sneak works? You have the advantage of knowing when the ball's going, your reaction, and it is right now. The quarterback's right here. He knows when he's calling for the ball. The offensive lineman is firing out. I'm firing out in his ass. I'm going forward right there. All of your offensive line's momentum is going forward before the defense has a chance to react. Herein lies the fatal flaw of the Cowboys. Take a look at almost every single fourth down we have run this year. Back here. Hike. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Here you go, Zeke. Zeke. Running to the line now. By the time Dak runs back, hands the ball to Zeke, the defense has time to recover, has time. A little interruption. Red Cross calling to take some blood. I got to tell you, Red Cross, they are about the biggest stalkers out there. You give blood, they'll call you up the next week. Hey, how about some blood platelets? It's like, you just got a pint of blood. Oh, that's okay. We'll take the blood out of you. We'll filter it. We'll put it back in. We'll just take your platelets. It's like, dudes, can I keep a little bit for myself? Lordy. But here was the thing. It's about reaction time, because by the time that develops, the defensive line has recovered from the initial shock, and they're firing ahead. They're moving the line of scrimmage back. And when we failed, he's got nowhere to run. And that's where thinking outside the box and realizing, listen, everybody knows what we're going to do. You line up there. I'm running back here to hand it to Zeke, fake the dive, and I keep on running around the corner, because everyone, and I mean everyone, is crowded in the center of the field. You couldn't run anything at all freaking night. But we don't adapt. That's where you need a modern coach to take the talent you have to another level. Or else, we're just going to end up with the same frickin' results. Good enough to be in the conversation every year. Make the playoffs, maybe win a game, but not get the prize. So now, Jerry, it's up to you. If you're satisfied, I know you just bought a $250 million yacht. If you're satisfied with moral victories and being close, being talked about, don't change a thing. But if it's really about winning, it's about getting the prize, you gotta make some changes, buddy. Gotta make some changes. Well, I got some more shovels to do. Good morning. Just talking about it with my friend there online. So, yeah, it was hard.
I'm a Packer fan, so it's okay.
Oh, well, you've ended our season a couple times. Boo!
It's all good fun, right?
Not today. It's fitting that it snowed today, okay? Have a great day.
You too.
I hate Aaron frickin' Rodgers. See you guys.